Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to my channel where we focus on using ordinary materials to make beautiful things. Today I am doing a project to make a greeting card, and I'm using these really cool dewdrops from Robin's Nest Creative. And I just want to tell you up front in all transparency, this is a design team project. I was recently accepted on the design team, and this is my first project for Robin's Nest Creative. There will be a link below this video to the website where you can see all of these cool little goodies that I'll be playing with today. But I hope you will take a look at the really cool little jewels and stuff that I'm going to show you. You know me, I'm all about the bling, so this is right up my alley. There are also lots of other people on the design team, and their posts will appear on the Robin's Nest Creative blog, and so there'll be a link to that below as well. So I hope you enjoy it and get some ideas. So these are super cool, and we're going to be dumping these out in a few minutes, and you can see each of these little bottles. Are these not the cutest little bottles? So I know even when I've used up all the jewels, I've got these super cute little bottles to do something with. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but something. And there's lots of different shades of pink and different shapes in there. So each one is like that. And I have other colors too that we'll play with later. I have all kinds of cute projects in mind. So with that said, let's get started. Robin's Nest Creative also has these little canvases that you can, they come in this small size, and they come in bigger sizes as well, and you can decorate them, and they're kind of a jumping off point for projects. So my idea today is that I'm gonna take this kind of little hangman game, and I'm gonna make it into a girly little card. I have this cute little hanger that came with it. I'm sure I got it in a bag of kind of junk stuff from the toy section at Goodwill. So sometimes I buy things that have little game pieces and stuff like that in it, and I'm sure it came in that. And it looks like it's like a Barbie doll or that kind of doll hanger for their clothes. So my thought is I'm going to put that on there, and I have this cute little dress I made that we're going to talk about in a minute, and that's going to go down, and then we're going to decorate it. So it's going to be super cute, and we'll get to all that in a second. But we're going to start with the background, because you know me, I can't just leave it plain white. It's just not in my vocabulary to do that. I have treated this with clear gesso, so I just put a quick coat of clear gesso on it. Just to make it easier to paint on. And I'm going to use some watercolors. And since I have this cute little black dress that has like little gold sparkles in it, I'm going to do like a gold background. So I'm just gonna slap my watercolors on there. The ones I'm using are metallic accent watercolors. It's from Art Philosophy. These came from the Paper Source. You can find lots of metallic watercolors. They're pretty easy to come by. I just picked up another set that were kind of pearlescent rather than metallic at Ross a few days ago. I showed you guys those in a video last week. Don't worry, we're gonna go back over those letters and make them pop back out a little bit. So it's okay that they're kind of being pushed into the background. So we're going to do the background, and then we're going to go back and trace over the letters and all of that to bring it back out to the foreground. So just do a quick little coat. The quote I'm going to put on here, so I'm going to put that dress on, and I'm going to write a little quote down here, and the words are "dress up for yourself." Because I'm a big believer in dressing for yourself. Don't dress up for husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, whatever, Dress up because it makes you feel good, right? Dress in whatever makes you feel good. That's my philosophy. Life's a journey, wear comfortable shoes. or wear great shoes. I don't know. I'm to the point of my life where I can't wear anything but comfortable shoes. So, all right. So I'm not going to do a whole lot to this because I am going to stencil a little bit over it just to give it some interest. So I'm not going to do a lot to the color. So I'm going to pop on my heat tool and dry this really fast. That should do it. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to provide a little bit of interest in pattern back there, but I don't want it to be too obnoxious. So again, remember, we're going to go back over the black marks so that we can see them better in just a minute. But I am going to use a stencil, and I have some really inexpensive, kind of thin white craft paint. I have had this for years. Not even sure where it came from. It says Michaels on it, distributed by Michaels. So I don't use a lot of white paint. I just kind of use it like gesso, but I like it, you know, to provide a little bit of a pattern without distracting too much. So just gonna pour some out here. So I did this earlier. My brush got a little stiff since then. So loosen up my brush a little bit here. There we go. So I don't want it to be too thick. Just want a little bit of pattern back there. Did some practice on a different one a little while ago just to make sure my idea oh, I can't even talk today, was gonna work out. So hopefully it will. I kind of just did the basic gist of it and did a few little things and checked the material, so I didn't get all the way through it. So hopefully it's gonna be really cool. Right, that's my hope. I really like this kind of little bubble pattern stencil. It's one of those, it's like it's a pattern without really being a pattern. Let me do a little more down here. Before I turned on the camera, as I said, I coated this with gesso, a clear coat of gesso, and then I cut it to size to fit the card. So it just needed a little trimming. So I'm gonna hit that heating tool again. I've lost some definition because I got a little too much water on here, but that's okay. Okie doke. So that just kind of, you can see I lost some definition because when I put water on my brush to get my brush from being quite so stiff, it watered the paint down a little bit. So I lost some, but it's okay because it's kind of just splotchy looking, and I'm okay with that. It's not really a major pattern, big deal. So now I'm just going to take a Sharpie and I'm going to go back over all of the black lines to pop them back up. There we go. So then that just pushed everything into the background. You can see, of course, I have paint all over my hands, which is normal for me. Those of you who hang out with me frequently know that I always have paint on my hands. Okay, so let me tell you about the dress. So I went through a catalog. You can see I actually tore it when I cut it out. I went through a catalog and I found a little dress that I thought fit size-wise. And I wasn't super crazy about the color. Didn't really, you know, I didn't love it. I wanted something like a little black dress, but it's hard to find something this small. So I found this small one and I cut it out. And then I covered the back with washi tape. So this is washi tape, and then I just stuck it on there, and then I trimmed around it. I actually trimmed it in a little bit and gave it a little ruffle on the bottom. So I just kind of reshaped it just a little bit, but I thought it made a cute little dress. So I used washi tape to make a little black dress, and just took a couple of coats of that. And so I'm gonna put that on. So I'm gonna put I'm going to put the hanger on here. I'm going to kind of put it this way, like it's hanging over the edge. And then I'm going to glue this on. So I'm thinking, because it's pretty dimensional, it's going to need a little something to hold it on there besides regular glue. So I'm going to just use my hot glue gun here. Just a little bit. I don't think it'll take too much. Just need a little bit to kind of get it on there. It's a card, so it's not going to get a lot of rough handling, so it should be okay. Get just a little here. There we go. Okay. So I just thought that was cute. I like the pink. I like the washi tape with it. Looks like I have maybe a wrinkle in my washi tape. Oh well, I guess the dress is a little wrinkled. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here too. I'm going to kind of scooch it so it's hanging a little here. Looks like I kind of got that off just a little, so I need to trim that top. There we go. Okay, so again, because this is so dimensional, I'm going to use some hot glue. Just to get it. I want that looking like it's up over there. There we go. Looks like you're gonna need another little dab here just to okie doke. Okay, so there's my cute little dress. Let's go ahead and write the wording on there, I think, and then we'll decorate it. We'll put some of those really cute little jewels on. It's going to be adorable with the jewels, I know. Okay, so the wording is dress up for yourself, and I'm pretty sure it's going to go DRESS space UP space FOR. Yep, and then 2 spaces YOURSELS space. And you know, I always have to count it out, because if I don't, I never get it right. See if I've got one with a little finer tip on it here. Maybe. Yes. Okay, so now we've got, you know, looking at that background, it kind of looks like there's some wallpaper or something hanging in the background there. I kind of like it. All right, so let's pick some colors. I'm thinking we're going to start with some of this beautiful pink. So I should dump some in here. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those colors. I love, love, love jewels. So I'm all about the jewels, you guys know. All right, let's throw some down here and see. We have different shapes to play with. There are some that are very dewdrop shape. There's some that are kind of a jeweled diamond shape. There's some round ones in a couple different colors, and there's some smaller round ones. Right, they're just so cute. Okay, so I'm thinking the small ones maybe need to go on the dress. Oh, we're about to have crafting with cats, it looks like. Oh, nope, she has decided to bypass us. So I'm thinking several of these little ones here need to go on the dress. Yep, I think that's gonna be good. So I have my art glitter glue, which dries clear, and I also have, you know, the hot glue. So I think I'm gonna go with the art glitter glue. I don't, it'll take it a few minutes to dry though, so I'll have to come back and show you the final one later after the glue dries, I think, for you to see how beautiful the jewels are when it's dry. But we'll go ahead and use the art glitter glue. Although when I tried it on the side, I had as I said, I was trying out some materials and stuff. The clear hot glue, I can't even talk. You guys know I have trouble talking and doing something else at the same time. The clear hot glue seemed to be okay as well. Might pull one in here and look at it now that it's dry. I think my art glitter glue is dry on the other one, so let's grab that. So you can see this one was with the hot glue and this one's with the art glitter glue, and it's not quite dry yet. It's still a little milky. You can see a little bit under there, but it will dry clear, so it should all be good in the end. So, but I love jewels. Love the jewels. Okay, so we've got those. Do we want to use a different color since we've got some pink on the dress? Maybe we should use a different color for some of the other things. So I'm thinking that a little bit of the green might be fun. And these come in the same shapes and just different shades of green. So I was thinking that we might do, you know how when you use a letter, you check it off, that we could put some jewels over the letters. Let's see how the different ones look over here. Maybe. So there's a round one, there's a jewel shaped one. Here's a drop shaped one, a dewdrop. I don't know, what do we think? Do we like that? Wonder if the yellow would look a little better maybe. We could put some of the green, ones on her dress. Ooh, that might be pretty. Check it out on the leaves. Put a few little green ones on the leaves of the dress. One more jewel one. Oops. What do you think right there? Oh, I like those. Yep, I think that's good. That works. So let's go ahead and glue those down. You know, I'm always all about the bling. I'm trying not to be too heavy-handed with the glue because I want it to dry fairly quickly. And the art glitter glue grabs pretty fast, but it does take a little while to dry, but it does dry clear. So we know that's going to be okay. Alrighty. Okay, so there's the dress. I think that's probably enough on the dress. Where else shall we put some? We could do like a line up here on the rack. I was thinking the letters, but now I'm looking at it thinking maybe the rack, or maybe a line of them down below where we wrote. Right? All about the jewels. Sorry, I probably should have put these on a piece of paper so that I could just pour them back in like with a funnel. That would have been smart, but you know, Jenny doesn't always think in advance. Okay. We've got some green on there. See, I just said that, and now I don't even have, let's see if I've got, do I have a sheet of paper I can put them on? So I could pick them back up? Maybe. Ooh, the red's pretty, huh? Ooh, I like those. Look, we could put little red ones. I like these. They're kind of a watermelon red. That's a really pretty red. It's bright. Bright and pretty. As usual, they're sticking to my fingers, but jewels always stick to my fingers, don't they? Something like that. Maybe a bigger one on the hanger here. Maybe a drop shape would fit in there better. No, I think the smaller one still to go with the rest of them. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be really pretty. And then what should we put down here? Should we put red ones down here? Or maybe some of the yellow ones. I pulled yellow ones out too. So we've used pink and red and green. See, I got smart this time. Maybe. Haha. All right, live and learn, right guys? So let's see what some of the yellow ones look like here. Ooh, those are pretty, aren't they? Love that lemon yellow, so pretty. Love the color. Just put some make a little pattern down here. I don't know, what do you think? Too much? Is it ever too much? Too much is not enough. Yeah, not sure. Not sure about that. I do really like it on the dress and the hanger up here, so maybe I should just leave that. But we could put a couple on either side down here where the empty spaces are, or maybe we put some between the empty spaces. That might be good. A couple of the smaller ones, just to fill the spaces. Ain't no such thing as too much bling. What do we think about that? Dress up for yourself. I think I like that one. I think so. Okay. Let me put these back in here and let me get those all glued down. think I might try the hot glue gun for these just to see how it looks on here. I did it on paper and it looked good. You know me, I'm very impatient. I want it glued on, and I want it to stay, and I want it to be now. Because I like to see my project finished. And I don't like to wait for glue to dry. So I think, you know, the trick is with the glue gun is to just use just a tiny little bit. I have another glue gun that has a larger tip, but I find that this one with a really fine little tip is much easier to control. So it is my glue gun of choice. Unless I'm gluing something, you know, bigger. I mean, if I'm gluing a large area, I probably wouldn't be using a glue gun, but it's possible. See, and those are clear, so you can see under them. So I think as long as you're using good clear glue, you know, just don't use a white glue or glitter glue, then you should be okay. All right. I really think that's cute. I like the little jewels. I don't know. Do we want some more in the background? I feel like there's just maybe not enough. You know, never enough, never enough. Like if we put them on the gold or the white. Let's see. I don't know. What do you think? Should we just kind of scatter some through the background maybe? Maybe the darker pink ones. Just kind of scattered around. And just kind of around the dress a little bit. I think just there maybe. Just a little more, just a little more shine. And then I'll show you the card and the envelope that they're going on. We'll be ready to put them on there. Okie dokie. Just got a couple little strings here. The hazards of hot glue. Yeah, I like that a little better. Kind of goes with everything. Okay, let me show you what I did. So I just have a plain card, and I took the same washi tape and I put it on the top, bottom, and sides. Now, the top and the bottom, it fits. You can see there's a little more space, so I put a full width of tape at the top and the bottom. But the sides barely showed any. I wanted it there because I wanted it to have continuity. I didn't want to have like the washi tape here and then like white on the sides. But so I just cut one piece and I just kind of cut it in half. So it's a little crooked, but it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see that. All you're going to see is the edge like that. So we can go ahead and put that on there. Now the art glitter glue I have is for fabric. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to use that as opposed to, I don't know, we could use the hot glue, I suppose. But I don't want the feel of the hot glue under it. So I think I'm just going to do a little coat of art glitter glue here. So you have 3-in-1 glue, you know, that works too. So something that will hold fabric and paper is always good. 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac is good. That's fabric to fabric, paper to paper, fabric to paper. All of those things. Okay. I just want to push that down a little bit. I'm going to actually pop it over and push it from the back just to make sure it's okay. There we go. Okay. Yep, I didn't quite get that earlier. Glued one side but not the other. So any last minute touch up. And there we have our cute little card. So this is perfect for me to send to one of my girlfriends. I took some of the same washi tape and put it across the tab of the envelope because I always like to put something on the envelope because, you know, it's just like a hint, oh, there's something cute inside. So I know I have a friend who would love to get this, so I'm sure it will be making its way through the mail pretty soon to her house. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit like. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so now so you don't miss any content coming up. We have lots of things to do. I appreciate those of you who have subscribed, and thank you for watching. Remember, until we meet again, use what you have to make your life more beautiful. Bye.